Welcome. Welcome to American Alpha Male. I'm glad you're here. Blessed that you're here. All I ask that you do is participate in the question I'm going to ask. Give me some feedback. Let me know what y'all like. Let me know your dislikes. Hold on. I got to get rid of those zombies. If you could go back and change things, how many years would you go back? And how did you select that year? You don't have to say what specifically happened, but it could be something that was financially changing, maybe something mentally changing, or anything. Let us know in the comments. So, dear man, nobody's coming to save you. Why? Because we've been given this lie. We've been given this lie that women are here for you. No, they're not. The latest lady is not here for you. She's here for herself. If you ever get into conversation about futuristic goals with the latest lady, most of the time it's financial. It's what she can do for herself. It has nothing to do with family, all to do with her. So, nobody's coming to save you. All the programs that's out there, that's for the women, not for you. Is it fair? No. But do they deserve it? Yeah. Majority of households, if the woman and man split, automatically the kids go with the mom. Where's the fairness in that? Why is it if you split, whoever has the household gets to hold the kids? If we're just talking about a mutual split, we're not talking about beatings. We're not talking about infidelity. We're not talking about any of that. We're just saying, hey, this ain't working. Somebody splits. Okay, whoever leaves the household, hey, you don't get to have the kids. If the woman leaves, by the way, she gets to keep the kids. I hope we understand that. So there is no equality. Because once given the freedom of choice, people want that one up. Can't blame them either. Dear man, nobody's coming to save you. Ain't no Superman. None of that. There's no superhero that's coming out to save you from the sky. There's no magic pill. You can't take the red one or the blue one. Doesn't exist. The latest lady will tell you how independent she is and say it to your face as though she's competing with her own appendage. Protruding, by the way. The latest lady tends to want to have a pissing contest to put her accolades against yours. Let me tell you something, homie. Drive a fast car, but always go with your altitude and stick in your own lane. There is no competition with women. If you are ever in a competition with a woman, look at yourself in the mirror and slap the shit out yourself. Doesn't exist, shouldn't exist, it wouldn't exist where I'm at. Nobody's coming to save you. Why? Because as a man, you're supposed to do. You know those Nike signs that they tell you, just do it? I guess technically like this. Yeah, just do it. Don't gripe about it. Say to yourself what you will be into the mirror, but don't talk about it out loud. Stick it up here. Use that as motivation. If you're listening to this in the background or anything like that, shout out to you. Oh yeah, we drink bullets over here. But to you, the latest lady, she ain't for you. Abandon the latest lady. Don't go for their ideals. Don't take their shit test. Whatever you do, do not take their shit test. What is a shit test? Where basically, if you ask her a question and she doesn't answer the question, don't fucking answer her question. Fuck that. That's a shit test. She's going to test you to see what she can get away with. If you don't learn to put her in her place, she ain't going to respect you. Even the latest lady has a little bit of submissiveness to them. But what they fail to realize is if you're not practicing submissiveness, you don't just turn it on. You hide a little bit and you let a little bit of it out. That's like saying you acquired a skill and for some odd ass reason, you're not going to do it anymore. Now, who want to believe that filth? Nobody's going to save you, because if we look at a man, he's supposed to embody everything. He's supposed to embody a king, a warrior, a farmer, even some bit of a scientist. You don't have these qualities about yourself. How can you win? The man is supposed to abso-freaking-lutely have every contingency worked out. When they run at you with your problems, you're not the one running with your head cut off like a chicken. Instead, hear all the talking, all the talking, all the talking, all the talking. And then eventually, hey, you calm down. You calm down. I got this. Lead. A king is made from a prince. A prince is made from trials and tribulations that can make him a prince. And then the final passages that a prince is supposed to do to acquire kingship. If this is too heavy for y'all, I understand. But this is American alpha male. You can be whatever you want to be. I don't give a damn where you're from. But at the end of the day, you live in America. What you are doing is furthering America, furthering what it is to be a man. We're getting to the point where the damn color of the skin doesn't even matter because we're not having kids. We don't do politics. We don't do religion on this shit. And we don't do anything about skin color, none of that bullshit over here. Because at the end of the day, I am sick of seeing weak ass men. Men that if I walk past them, I don't even notice them. I don't sense their presence. You should be able to look a man in his eye, how you doing? You should be able to look a woman in her eyes, how you doing? That's man shit. It's not to be intimidated. It's to show a sign of respect and a sign of acknowledgement. That's the part where they fuck up and they miss us at. They dispel men down to this equal shit. It is not equal. Nothing about genders are equal. I don't care about the whatever they want to classify themselves as. We have no hatred towards the LGBTQIA plus community. I learned it the right way, by the way, too. None. But I got a message for the heterosexual men. I got a message for the heterosexual women who want a man. Now, if you want to identify as something else, that's cool. I have nothing to say about that. That's on you. You will not be disrespected here. We ain't doing that shit. If you want to sit here, watch, give input and all that, that's cool, but I have no advice for you. I don't know your plight. I don't know your struggle. And to be perfectly frank and fine, I have a whole entire coalition and generation of men that I'm trying to help make sure that they get to where they're supposed to be as leading as men. Because if we do not have an army, we cannot protect our household. I don't give a damn. That's why we're not doing politics here. Part of the reason is because some people view one party as a bunch of warmongers and the other ones as too lame and pacified. It's like if somebody gets punched, oh, I'm going to turn the other cheek. While the other one is saying, I want to go through and rage and pillage every goddamn thing. None of that is working here. Take that somewhere else. For the latest lady, let me ask you a question. With everything that you have taken, what have you truly gained? Divorce rates up, marriage rates down. Forgot your role in the relationship. So much that men have forgot their roles in a relationship. Dear man, nobody's coming to save you. How did this happen? Because we put out, well, we didn't, but we allowed subliminal messaging to control our minds to say that this woman over here could beat your face in. She's half your size. Then you're not able to confront her ideas. Because if you confront her ideas, that's attacking her. No, it's not. It's asking the simple question, where or how are these ideas benefiting you to help the society? How is it that crushing a man betters anybody? Once certain things stop working and we're in close proximity, what do you want to have with you? Do you want to have a bunch of alpha men on your side or a bunch of weak ass men on your side? And just because a man chooses to think over Brian does not make him weak, by the way. Because setting up booby traps is just as good as punching somebody in their face. Without the advent of technology, we'd still be stupid ass people with bayonets and balls that shoot 20 yards wide away. Dear man, nobody's going to save you. Because you haven't had the ability to save yourself. As a man, you were taught, big boys don't cry, go out there and fight. You weren't taught, big boys think, figure out the situation and dominate the situation. You was taught, share your toys. Wrong. Sharing is one of the worst things that we've taught our kids. What we should have taught our kids is greed doesn't work. What we should have taught our kids is figure out how it is that you can produce to the country that is going to make the masses happen. We have even gotten to the point where having a regular job that can pay you $70,000, $65,000 is wrong. That all these side hustles that a lot of these latest ladies have been putting out haven't produced shit. You're not a boss if you have one employee, aka yourself. You're not a bad chick because you dress half naked and the only thing that ain't revealed is the lips on the bottom and the nips on the top. That don't mean shit. The latest lady has been degrading the woman image since the goddamn 90s. We're not calling ladies the B word or anything like that. We just call them the latest lady. These are new models, not the old ones. We're in a whole nother year. Even though I made this video the year before. I'm amped up. I'm charged up. The latest lady. Let me ask you a question, if I may. Everything that you think that you have as progress has been stripped away from you anyways with legislation. So where in which you should have made your footprints at, you didn't. To the latest lady, as you settle for these small, minuscule gains, did you ever consider your son or even having one? There's channels right now where some of these ladies are talking about, oh, we don't need men. We'll do artificial insemination. Cool for you. And some of them even saying they want to reject it if they have a son. Cool for you. But what's going to happen when the men start to pick up on this and we start doing semen retention? What's going to happen when we figure out once you have a certain amount of money, you can import this woman and go live out in the country somewhere and you don't need to even deal with the latest lady? What's going to happen then? Because if you try to play the race card, D-Ray, Bradley, Jim, Ahmed, none of us are going for it. Because we see what worth is, and we see how worthless you make the alpha male. Men are supposed to lead because we're physically built for this. Carry 2x4s on your back for 10 hours a day. Build. Figure out how to do all this electricity, how to do this electrician work, how to be a plumber and all that, how to get down and dirty in them nasty sewers, how to scurry through shit and act like it's gold. Then once you're done with that, don't complain about it. Get a beer. Get a drink. And look what you built. Brag about that. Don't bitch about it, brag about it. Don't complain about it, brag about it. To the new alpha male who's watching this or stepping into your alpha-ness, nobody's going to save you. And those who will have to see you struggling in order to see that you do it. You need to be a mass producer before somebody with any type of semblance to help you out can even help out. One of the most dangerous people on earth is a person with nothing to lose. But one of the greatest people who can accomplish it is people who have their mind made up. And ain't nothing more powerful than a made up mind. Capitulating to the latest lady's image of what a man is does not work. The latest lady doesn't even get married. Alpha male, you produce the ring. You pay for the wedding. You buy the house. If you can't do that, don't marry her. You're not ready. To the alpha male, what's in store for you in the future, especially being a part of this community, joining the Citadel. That's what this is. You're going to be able to link with like-minded alpha males in multiple states and multiple cities, where we will have people teaching skills, where we will make sure that everybody is for sure doing what they're supposed to do. You should be able to be mechanics. Nobody should change your wife's oil, nor her brakes. To the latest lady, like a Tiffany Haddish, who's back single again, I can damn near guarantee you this. Common sense the man in you and wasn't feeling it. Now, he can lie and say all this stuff about scheduling and everything like that, but I once heard you say on an interview, oh, I can do this, I can do that, I can do this, I can do that. Well, cool. Thank you. Awesome. Now you're back on the open market. And by the way, Common can find something just like you or equal to you. But you can't find another Common, unfortunately. Madam, you are 46 going on 47. Tick tock, tick tock, tick tock, tick tock, tick tock, tick tock. Yeah. And this is not a diss to her. But what you might want to find is somebody not on that level. Because I'm willing to bet your submissiveness didn't even exist. And if I'm wrong, I'll be wrong. I'll take that wrongness. But something about it is telling me I'm not. Alpha male, nobody's saving you. Save yourself. It's a war out there. Prepare yourself. Catch you in the next video.